Okay, so just some very quick basics before I get into some more specifics. We have the line tool selected at the moment. That very simply allows you to draw a line. You can click and drag just as I've done there, or you can do a single click and you can tell it that you want it to be, let's say, 90 millimeters long at 0 degrees, and it will put that in very accurately for you. You can change that to, let's say, a rectangle. We can draw a rectangle like that, or similarly we can click and we can say we actually want it to be 60 by 40. Alternatively, if we have selected our object with our black selection tool, we can come to the transform and we can actually change the values over here as well. Okay. You may want to use an ellipse tool or a hexagon tool or something like that. If you want a perfect circle, you need to hold the shift key. If you want a perfect square, you need to hold the shift key. Otherwise, we get an ellipse or a rectangle. Okay. Just to remind you about what we've got covered with the black selection arrow and the white selection arrow. So the black selection arrow is for selecting an object in its entirety and deleting it. Okay. Or we can select the object and we can stretch it out longer. I'm holding the shift key to keep that at 90 or at 0 degrees. We can reposition. Okay. With this one, we can grow it, shrink it. We can do that sort of thing. If we click on one of these buttons, we can make a curve, things like that. Okay. With our white selection tool, what it's actually going to do is select the individual vector lines. So it's recognizing that this rectangle is actually made up of 4 connected lines. If we select that one and I press delete, you'll see that it deletes just the line that I selected. With the white selection tool, if I try to stretch out the corner, you'll see that you'll see that it skews the object. Okay. Sometimes helpful, sometimes not helpful. One of the things that you will probably want to do with this function is this sort of thing. So if we delete that and then use the white selection arrow to grab the anchor point of this piece, we might then go and make a triangular shape out of that or something like that. So that's where knowing and understanding the white and black selection tools and how we go about using the shape tools is really important. A reminder that at the moment I have got my white fill cancelled out, which means if I overlap these shapes, you can actually see both of them. If one of these had the fill in it, if I do that now, you'll now see that it is sitting over the top of my other shape. Okay. So just like in other programs that we use, the layers are a thing in this program. All right. So very quickly there, we've looked at the selection tools, we've looked at the shape tool, we've touched again on the swatches, and we've looked at the transform